Are you gonna allow me to do a report this time?
Ms. Clark, what are you needing, ma'am?
The interference of child custody. Remember I gave you that copy of the child custody agreement that Fox said he never got?
All right, hold on, ma'am. I'm gonna let my sergeant know you're here.
Okay. Well, since police are covering for the crimes, they get really upset, especially when it's child custody, because they're behind it. So they get really offended when I try to have access to my daughter. That's why they have this same, the police department has detained me. And they try to intimidate me and violate me. I was arrested at the Texas Rangers. So someone has a major problem of me having access to my daughter. They claim it's not Jason Gardner, Vivid Images, the person they keep covering for. Someone has a problem that the police are enforcing whoever's abuse. So let's see how this goes, because they do detain and arrest multiple times.
Just step away for a second, so I need to let her know you're here.
Okay, who's your sergeant?
Sergeant Martinez.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay, does she have a body cam on? Does she have a body cam on? Does she have a body cam?
I'm not sure.
Do you know why police get so upset?
I've got a body cam right here.
Okay, do you know why police get so upset when I try to have access to my child and a lot of people are breaking the law? Why I get mistreated? So they're making a call. So they have to get the corrupt people that is going to bully and violate me to keep the abuse going. It's networked. It's abnormal to, when you see one party, just to try to enforce that they don't make reports. He has no clue why I'm here. I did say something about the child custody agreement. He has no clue what the new situation is. But they already know that they're behind it, so they sabotage the reports. It's complicated when the people you have to go to for law enforcement are your bullies and abusers. Can I talk to you because Bell has been sabotaging? Oh, is that somebody else over there? Can I talk to you because Bell has been sabotaging my reports? Hello? I thought I saw someone else over there.
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to report, remember the child custody agreement that I gave you that Fox said he didn't get?
Yes, ma'am. So we filed the reports that you've told us about.
I've never had a call from an investigator. They're still sabotaging my child custody rights.
Right, so that's why I'm going to let a sergeant know that you're here.
Oh, okay, because they detained me and I was arrested at the Texas Rangers trying to report corruption, so I'm not safe.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm going to let a sergeant know.
So are they gonna detain me and arrest me again today for reporting crimes?
I'm sorry?
Am I gonna get detained or arrested for reporting crimes today?
No.
Oh, good. I'm glad that stopped. That's a blessing. Yes. I'm still waiting. You're trying to get someone to assist me. Typically when this happens, it doesn't go good because they enlist bullies to enforce the crimes. So I'm still waiting. I want to reiterate, when I'm dealing with the police, it's not a normal interaction like most people feel. I feel like my life is in jeopardy. I don't know if I will make it out alive dealing with the police and their corruption. I don't know if they're going to detain me, arrest me, or what I'm in store for dealing with the police department for profit. So I'm still waiting, and that's just an emotion that I have, sitting here waiting to not know day to day if I'm going to live through this. It may seem like I joke around or like it's not bothering me, but I do feel my life is in jeopardy, and I don't know what our government has up its sleeve for profit. Oh, well, thank you. The problem of it is it hasn't been getting investigated for years.
Well, ma'am, what I can do for you today, I can take the information you give me, I can file the report, okay?
Okay.
So what's your last name?
Clark, C-L-A-R-K.
First name?
Kiana, K-E-Y-A-N-A.
What's your date of birth?
Can I tell you?
Said it's over interference of child custody.
Right,
So
multiple
did you
parties.
see the children?
Yes, my daughter witnessed my foster risk screaming in terror out of Itasca, betrayed by the police department, watching that, and she's supposed to be getting counseling to deal with the trauma of experiencing that and multiple parties enforcing child abuse.
Okay.
So what I was wanting to do, because CPS covered for it, the courts covered for it, and multiple other parties, and I know hindering a child custody agreement is a felony. But for years, I've slipped through the cracks. FLP won't call me back. I call the police on them, and I've never had an investigator. Did Perez kind of cover for it? Detective Perez, and he was rude. He said my child custody rights were taken away. CPS said they weren't. Multiple parties can't get their story straight. So I went to a paid attorney. He didn't know and denied services. So I did report conspiracy to violate civil rights crimes with you. Remember that? And you lost the report?
Well, the report was never lost, ma'am.
Oh, well, I was on the phone with you for an hour waiting to get the report number, and we could never find it.
Ma'am, that was a while back. I don't remember specifically what happened.
Well, I never got a call from an investigator for the conspiracy to violate civil rights crimes because I'm telling you that multiple parties are conspiring together to violate my rights.
I'll go ahead and put that in the report as well.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know what to do when the headquarters deny my reports and won't investigate it.
Okay, well, ma'am, if you want, we can file the report that you give us today, okay?
Okay, well, if law enforcement won't abide by the law, don't you have a responsibility to take the channels to get law enforcement as police? Like refer to the FBI?
I can file the report that you give us today, okay?
Well, if they are denying law enforcement, what can the police department do to protect me if the headquarters is denying law enforcement?
So, ma'am, if you're not pleased with the response we're giving you, I can give you the...
I just want education from the police. He don't want me to know. I think you took the report last time. Oh, you look familiar. I thought you took a report last week. Oh, well, you look like someone else that took a report last week.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, so multiple parties are tampering with evidence and hindering my child custody rights and want to investigate. I've been detained at this police department for trying to report it. They lied in the report, and Internal Affairs will not do anything regarding it. They cover for it and put me out to sabotage a report of me reporting all these crimes. So I don't know what to do if they're denying investigation, but all I can do is report. I feel like I'm with the civil rights movement again. I'm not as bad, but I mean, I don't have a lot of civil rights, and I have to keep reporting and jeopardizing my safety to try to get rights.
So I can get
that the Constitution.
For that report will do.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, hold on one moment.
Willing to tell me what to do because my child custody rights have been violated, like I said, ever since she witnessed the false arrest, screaming in terror. We both were terrified and betrayed by the police department. So what can I do if they refuse an investigation?
We're gonna give you the phone number to use, okay?
Yeah, I told you about Detective Perez that hang up in my face and mistreat me and cover for the crimes at youth. Yes, that if you don't have civil rights and the police department is covering for your crimes, I've already called youth and they hang up in my face and cover for the crimes.
We're gonna include on here the phone number to the youth.
Right, I'm trying to express to you that they hang up in my face and cover for the crimes at youth.
Well, ma'am, again, we can file this report for you, and that's what we can do today, okay?
Well, what do I do when I'm being targeted and multiple parties cover for my abuse? Just stay in it and let them continue to do it year after year?
What parties are doing these things, ma'am?
I told you that the court, my daughter witnessed my false arrest, screaming in terror. She was terrified along with me. I don't know if I'm going to get murdered at any point with the police department and their corruption. Okay. I have 60-something reports of refusing to investigate. Multiple departments have violated me and covered for crimes happening to me, detaining me and arresting me. So I don't feel safe. Each time I try to communicate that, I have been arrested and detained multiple times and even assaulted by police. So I don't know how to move forward if the police department is my bullies. What do I do?
Okay, so again, I can put all that in the report.
You said that last time and it came up missing, remember? What's the report number that you told me you couldn't find it?
I would have to go look for it, ma'am.
Oh, well, go look for it because I was on the phone a whole hour and you never populated the report. What was that, in December?
All right, let me refer you to the records department where you'll get a copy.
Well, that's not really fair because you told me that you had me on hold an hour. The records, I went to records, they gave me fraud. When you were dealing with corruption to this degree, they didn't give me one report number that I requested and I paid for those records. So if police headquarters hands out an individual with fraud that they're so corrupt, and when people violate a person's constitutional right to go to court, have you ever heard of anyone that was denied the right to go to court? Any of you guys? It's 3 officers right here. Have you ever heard? I want to know, because I'm in a police department. 3 people right here. Have you ever heard of anyone that was denied the right to go to court?
No, ma'am. But what I
Okay.
will say is if
Have you, sir? Have you ever heard of anyone that was denied the right to go to court?
No, ma'am.
Have you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, well, it's happened to me at multiple different courts and locations.
real quick,
Sure.
so you're wanting a copy of your report, but we can't give it.
Oh no, he lost the report. He didn't. He said he had me on hold an hour for the report he never gave me. I don't believe he actually did it, and I'm trying to expose criminal activity purposely. So you want me to go to records department instead of him giving me the report that he lost? He said that are you covering for his crime?
Filed today, ma'am.
I'm sorry?
The report number that he just gave you, are you?
No, he went at another time. He turned in a child custody agreement to Fox that Fox never got. Then he said that he did a report for civil rights violations. He said he was going to do it again, and I'm trying to expose criminal activity that I've been going through for a long time intentionally. So if he claims he filed the report, let him find it. So we can all see that he's committing, multiple police are committing crimes to sabotage my life, which is what I wanted to show. I don't think he ever filed the report, so I'm not going to get it from the records department. Let him go on this wild goose chase looking for the record he never filed.
We can't supply you with any reports.
Yeah, because he didn't do it. He didn't do it. I know you can't supply it. I was on hold an hour and he didn't supply it then. I'm purposely trying to expose criminal activity from the police department on purpose. Okay, so now I gotta wait again. I've been waiting years. And I went to internal affairs and they removed me from reporting crimes. And then threatened to arrest me for reporting identity theft that I still never reported.
Is there anything else we can do for you?
No, I don't know who can help me, ma'am. It's intense when your abuser can control the government.
Well, nobody's abusing you here, okay?
Yeah, you are, because I want that report, and I have 60-some reports that haven't been getting investigated. That is abuse. And I was detained in this very building, and no one will investigate the crime of me being detained by trying to report my daughter's abuse.
Downtown, at headquarters.
I'm sorry? Yes, I was detained in this very building, and you have camera footage of me trying to report child abuse. Multiple people came, they called mental health people to sabotage the report. We left and went to the house. Instead of them doing the report, they detained me. And I was in the hospital a month or so. So there is abuse happening. If someone would investigate the 60-something reports, you could see that. There's definitely abuse. I'm sorry?
Go to internal affairs.
I did. Internal affairs covers for it. Like they were going to arrest me for reporting identity theft, wouldn't let me report it. They wouldn't investigate why my bank denied me funds in an emergency situation that I've been banking at for 15 years.
You have access to your bank.
Oh, no, I think the police did it. My bank that I've been banking at for 15 years would not deny me my funds in an emergency situation if the government wasn't, enticing them to commit crimes with them.
For you today, is there anything else that,
No, I just want some results. It's going to be real hard if I keep finding people that cover for the crimes. I'm going to have to get some people that have integrity and are not trying to blow me off and cover for criminal activity. But I can't find people like that. And that's sad for our government.